Okay, hey guys, so I'm finally sitting down to film my makeup collection series, and I'm gonna start off with, in this video, I'm actually gonna start off with high-end foundation, and then I'm gonna have a drugstore foundation because I have a lot more of those, but I figured I would just get the high-end ones done first because I have less of those. But I'm excited for the series because I've wanted to do collection videos for a while because I want you guys to kind of see like what I have. So if you want like a review on one of these products, I'm not going to be going too in depth talking about these products just because this is a collection video. It's not a review video. But if you want a separate review on any of these products that I mentioned in this video, then please just let me know and I will be so happy to do that for you guys. So let's jump right into it because I really don't want to make this video too long. I think I'm just going to start off with the only high-end powder foundation I have, and that would be the Celebration Foundation Illumination Powder. This is what it looks like. There we go. Yay, camera. They have just like a normal one without the illumination, and then they have this one. I got this one because the Taylor talks about it all the time, and I had to go pick it up. I have oily skin, but I have to say that wearing this, even if like you just like set your face with it, it gives your face such a nice sheen, but it doesn't make you look oily or shiny or anything like that. And you can wear this over your makeup, or you could wear this just as a powder foundation, and I've done that too. The only thing is when you wear this kind of like alone, because it is more illuminating, it does kind of emphasize your pores, your texture, and stuff like that. But if you wear this over like a matte foundation, I think it looks beautiful. So I would definitely recommend this, especially if you have dry skin, and if you have oily skin, just keep what I said in mind. But I love this. The next one I'm going to be talking about is probably the first, actually it's the first high-end foundation I ever tried, and it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I actually really love this stuff. It says 12-hour makeup on the back and oil-free. It's definitely oil-free. I do get a little bit shiny when I wear this, but it's nothing too bad. The formula is really, really thick though, so if you're not into like really thick foundations, I mean, you can see that it's not moving. It's very thick, but it's so creamy, like it blends out so beautifully. I like using this with a sponge. I like using all of these with a sponge. I like using a sponge for like all my foundations, so that's not really a new thing, but this blends out so beautifully. The color match is a little bit off. It's a little bit darker for me, but I'm used to that in foundation, so whatever. But I actually do like this one. So the next one I'm gonna do, this is the Becca Ever Matte Shine Proof Foundation. I picked this up because I was looking, when I bought this, I was looking for a really good coverage mattifying foundation for the summer. I actually only ended up wearing it a few times. This foundation, let me tell you, is the mattest foundation I have ever worn in my entire life. Like, holy smokes. Like, this is so matte. The color is actually pretty spot on for me. It's a little bit yellow, but then the next one up was a little bit too pink, so I had to settle for this. But if you have oily skin and you want something that's gonna, and this is a medium coverage, this isn't a full coverage foundation. I mean, I really wouldn't even recommend building this up because I did try that. Even with a sponge, it did look kind of cakey just because of how mattifying it is. It definitely keeps you shine free throughout the day. So if you're really oily and you're looking for something to last through the summer heat, this is for you. I know this video is probably going to be later in the summer, so sorry that I'm just telling you about it now, but you should definitely pick this up if you have oily skin. I think they have an illuminating one for dry skin if you do have dry skin. The next one I'm going to do is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. Now, this is the lightest shade, and it does run really orange on me. The thing that I do like about this is the coverage on this is absolutely amazing. I've never used it as a concealer, like underneath my eyes, because I watched people do that, and I saw that it did cake up pretty bad underneath the eyes, and it creased. That's what I mean, it creased. It covered up pretty well, and it did make my skin look flawless, but as the day went on, it broke up really badly. It got really oily, actually, and it's just, it's not one I would recommend for long wear. That's basically it. It says it's a lightweight feel. It's not the heaviest foundation, but it's not the lightest weight feeling foundation either. I wouldn't recommend this for long wear use, but if you only need this on for a few hours, I would definitely recommend this because it's great for that. And the only thing that confused me was that it says somewhere that all skin types could use this. So it's kind of like, well, okay, you know, but it's a good foundation. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. And then I have this foundation, the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear. Now, when I first got this foundation, I was a little bit concerned because I saw the word hydrating in it. And at first when I went to the store, I think this day I went to go buy the Too Faced Born This Way, which I didn't end up picking it up because I hated the way it felt on the back of my hand and it oxidized so badly. This is the lightest shade and it does run dark on me per usual, but this actually stays on pretty well throughout the day. This, I would say, is a medium coverage foundation. It's actually not the fullest coverage foundation, which I thought it was going to be a lot more full coverage, but it's actually not, but I actually don't mind that. I don't get too oily throughout the day with this. Like I said, it stays on for, I don't think I ever had it on for 15 hours, but I think I had it on for 12 hours one time and it looked great. And it's more of a, it's a matte finish. It's not really hydrating. So if you're going to get this foundation, don't let the word hydrating scare you because it's really not a hydrating foundation at all. But I really like this foundation too. And now I'm going to get into the ones that I don't really care for that much. So I'm going to start with this one. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done. They came out with this. It's kind of like a BB cream, a tinted moisturizer, a foundation all in one. But I put this on my skin. It felt so heavy and like greasy. And I'm really not a fan of BB creams anyway, so maybe that's why. But I just did not like this at all. I think I only wore it one time. I'm going to swatch it for you guys. Keep in mind, this is the lightest shade. I'm going to swatch it for you guys. This is not, like, what are you doing? You know, like, I don't know. Yeah, see? In what world is this pale? In what world? Not mine. Not yours if you're really pale. Because this is just not pale at all. This is not light. So I had an issue with that, and a lot of times with BB creams, they don't have a really wide selection of shades anyway, so, you know, but I just didn't like this stuff. I saw people wear it on YouTube, though, and their skin looked flawless, and I was like, I have to get this. There was so much hype for a little while on YouTube about this, and I tried it. I just didn't like it, but if you do like it and it works for you, it's good because it does have SPF in it for summertime, but I didn't like this product at all. Next one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. Now, my friend Ashley gave me this to try because she didn't like it, and I had wanted to try it. Now, I have to give Tarte credit for their shade range on this because I have a few foundations that have matched me perfectly throughout the years, but only a few, only like 3 or 4, I think, that have ever matched me perfectly have been as pale as I am. This one matched me absolutely perfectly, so I thought I was going to love it. I applied this with a brush and a sponge. With a brush, it was streaky. It did not look good. With a sponge, it looked great at first. I have to say, it looked great at first. And I had this on for 20 minutes, you guys. I had this on for 20 minutes. I set it with a powder. I don't remember how necessarily the finish looked, but I remember it feeling so heavy on my skin, which I thought was really weird because it's a water foundation, but it felt really heavy on my skin, and I was like, okay, like, I can't wear this. I had it on for 20 minutes. I took it off. There was breaking up on my nose, on, like, my chin. Like, I exfoliated that day. I moisturized. I took care of my skin so it wasn't my skin, and for some reason, this foundation did not work out for me. I wish it had, though, because the color match was really spot on for me, and that's really hard for me to find sometimes. Let me know if you guys have tried this and if the same thing happened to you or if you loved it. Let me know if you guys have ever tried any of these foundations and you loved or hated them, because I'd really like to know that, too. The last high-end foundation I didn't buy, but I got this as a sample at Macy's, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I totally forgot the name of it. I have a whole separate review on this on my channel. I will leave that link down below, and go check that out. But I wasn't a fan of this. This product, I had heard so many things about since I started watching YouTube like 8-9 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, this product was everywhere. I loved watching people apply this. I loved seeing foundation reviews on this foundation. I was so excited to try it, and it just did not live up to my expectations. As I say in the video, I didn't hate it, but I just had so many more expectations for this because of all the hype that I saw. But on my skin, it just didn't work for me. They say it's full coverage. I didn't see the full coverage. I don't even have a lot to cover up, but full coverage to me is it covers literally every single thing on your skin. You can't see anything. If I can see even one thing, that's not full coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be like so picky, but that is full coverage to me. So I just didn't really care for this foundation. I was really disappointed in it. I'll have that review linked down below. So that is it for all of my high-end foundations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, like collection-wise. I think I'm going to do a lipstick collection because, well, that's why. And, you know, maybe a few other things I want to do, eyeshadow palette. So let me know if you guys are interested in seeing any of those. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.